안녕하세요. 고양이담요 고담입니다. 자, 이제 포비든 웨스트 이어서 진행을 할 텐데요. 그 전에 제가 좀 그 파밍 같은 걸 좀 하고 이것저것 해서 일단은 가장 큰 차이점이 뭐냐면 전설 무기 3개를 얻었습니다. 전설 무기 3개. 전설 무기는 이제 투기장을 통해서 얻는 전설 무기 3개를 먹었고요. 그 다음에 전설 코일도 4개, 5개구나. 5개를 먹어 놓은 상태예요. 이것도 투기장에서 먹은 거고요. 그 다음에 이것저것 무기도 많이 추가가 됐습니다. 추가됐는데 뭐 어차피 쓰는 것만 쓸 거고, 의상도 전설급 의상 3개를 먹었어요. 이것도 다 투기장이요. 전설급을 먹은 건 지금 다 투기장으로 먹은 겁니다. 이렇게 구성이 되어 있고, 현재 레벨이 45네요. 45까지 올렸습니다. 레벨은 만렙이 50이라고 하더라고요. 그래서 50까지 찍어도 모자란 포인트는 이제 그 퀘스트를 해야지만 얻을 수 있다라고 알고 있습니다. 그렇고요. 자, 데메타를 일단 전달을 하러 갈게요. 그리고 무기는 지금 메인 무기는 이건데, 이건 강화까지 했습니다. 강화도 4강까지 했어요. 마지막 5강만 못한 상태입니다. 그런 상태고, 좀 여러 가지 좀 변화점이 있는데, 또 어떤 것이 있냐 하면은 여긴가? 여기 아닌가? 여긴가? 내 방인가? 어디더라? 요쯤이었던 것 같은데. 작업대 있는 거 봐서 여긴가 보네. 강제전환도 제가 감마솥도 한 2개인가 클리어했고, 그 다음에 지금 얘네 4개 빼고는 나머지는 제가 재료를 얻어서 강제전환 다 잠금 해제를 했어요. 물론 아직도 남은 게 있는데 강제전환 되는 것이 아주 많이 있다. 실제로 뭐 많이 쓰진 않습니다. 강제전환을 그렇게 쓰는 편은 아니고, 주머니는 뭐 딱히 강화된 게 없어요. 지금 저 막 배불뚝지 막 이런 애들 잡아야 되는 거라 이게 쉽지가 않더라고. 일일이 찾아다니는 게 아닌 이상 먹는 게 쉽지가 않더라고요. 네, 그런 상태인데, 잠깐만요. 탄약 혹시 만들고 있는지 한번 보고. 의상은 강화가 안 된 상태고요. 하나도. 네, 대충은 뭐 이렇습니다. 현재까지. 잘 지냈는지 한번 대화나 해볼까요?
Aloy, you've returned. And you come bearing gifts. Does this mean we'll soon be able to uproot the zeniths from our lands?
That's what I'm hoping.
Good.
The zeniths did a number on Beta. But she seems to trust Varl.
I still can't believe she told him the zeniths are immortals. Old ones who cut themselves off from the cycle of life and decay. I've never heard of anything so selfish. To deny our dying bodies to the earth. To doom the life that would bloom in their place. It's despicable.
What are you going to learn next?
I'm not sure. I asked Gaia for suggestions, and she brought up data you found on something called a museum?
Museum?
From what I gather, the old ones would store knowledge in them for all to see and learn from, like you've done here for us. Maybe one day more people will be able to use this place to learn the way we have.
That sounds crowded, but nice. It looked like you were working on something over there.
With Gaia now growing in strength, I've been trying to find a way to heal the land gods, even if some people think I should give up on them.
Already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it'd be a good idea to replace the land gods with new machines when Gaia recovers.
It wasn't.
The land gods have taken care of our people for generations. They are not some broken toy to be thrown away. Even if they are just machines doing their job, to abandon them in their time of suffering seems cruel.
I'm sure Varl understands that too.
He does now. I had to get pretty mad at him at first, though.
You know I can hear you guys, right?
Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line. Is there anything I can help with around here?
Hmm? Oh, no. We're doing fine.
Are you okay?
You and Varl have been friends for a while.
어?
I like to think so.
I was wondering, what do you know about his mother?
Oh,
That bad, huh?
why do you want to know?
He's spoken of his sister, Vala, but I noticed he avoids talking about his mother.
She's the war chief of the Nora. Best warrior the tribe's ever known. Tougher than a Thunderjaw, but she could be pretty harsh at times.
I see. That must have been hard on him. Thank you for telling me. I feel silly not being able to ask Varl directly.
I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably afraid Sona will scare you off someday.
I'd like to see her try.
다 들릴 것 같은데 근데.
You ever play that board game Aaron set up?
Strike? I'm the one who gave it to him. I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus he calls death metal. No such luck.
I should get going.
If you need me, you know where to find me.
오케이. 별일 없지?
Is that what I think it is?
Just need to merge it with Gaia, and she'll have enough power to handle Hephaestus.
Good news. So, what can I do for you?
It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left for Sirius 1,000 years ago.
To live on for so long. It doesn't seem natural.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding. Any chance we can use that against them?
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far's Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With Sylens, there's always an angle. We just don't know what it is yet. What do you make of this Tilda the Beta was talking about?
Well, the way she described it, I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something from Beta. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's clone? But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew what it was, maybe we could use it to our advantage somehow.
I don't know. I don't think Tilda and Elizabeth were on the best of terms.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't trust each other.
Maybe.
Maybe.
How's training?
Discovering something new about our past every day. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like when the old ones lived here. I thought it was strange at the time, but a lot has changed since I left the Embrace. Now I'm just trying to make sense of everything I thought I knew and versus everything I know now.
The change is hard, but it gets easier over time. So, you and Zoe got into a bit of a fight, huh? Should have known better than to suggest Hephaestus could make new land gods to replace the old ones in Plainsong.
The last thing I wanted to do was dismiss their traditions. But I was trying to look at things differently. More like you know? To see a machine as just a machine.
Yeah, I guess I led you into trouble there, didn't I?
Not your fault. Don't worry.
기계라도 쟤네들한테 어떤 의미가 있는지는 생각을 해봐야지.
Looks like things between you and Zoe are better now.
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. Then she seemed to move on. Sort of. How do people do this? How do I know if the next thing I say won't blow up in my face? What if an apology is not enough next time?
You give her a stuffed animal?
You're the worst. You know that?
What makes you think I know anything about any of this? You're on your own.
Abandoning me again, huh? Well, if she kills me next time, it's on you.
You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with the Zeniths. To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to use when needed, like some sort of tool. Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta like a slave.
Another reason we have to stop them. Did
끄덕끄덕.
Catalo find his way here?
Zoe picked out a room for him. He's kept to himself for the most part.
He's not much of a talker.
So I've noticed. Tried paying my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second, I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tanakh and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
You brought up Rost before. I do think about him. You know, he was all I had. And he brought me up the best he could. Not only that, when Hades discovered who I was and sent the Eclipse after me, he sacrificed himself so I could survive. But that seems like ages ago. So much has happened since. What I'm doing now, I don't think he could even begin to understand it. The Sacred Lands were all he really knew. So I can't let myself dwell on him. Not with everything I have to do.
I understand. Sometimes when I think about my sister, about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. And I just need to bury it for a while. But only for a while, Aloy. You can't ignore it forever. Memories always come back. The ones that matter, anyway.
I know. But for now, the mission has to come first.
Fair enough.
끄덕.
Better get this to Gaia.
You did it, Aloy.
Let's hold off on the ale till it's over and done with.
I'll let Aaron know.
아일랜드.
Looks like you got what you wanted.
Yeah. It's almost time to go after Hephaestus.
Finally. We get to rock and roll. Yeah, at least that's how the old one said it, I think.
I was hoping you could help me with something. It's about the Tanakh rebels, and it also has to do with the Oseram.
Really? That doesn't sound good. Let me know what I can do to help.
연관 캐스트가 있었나?
I discovered an Oseram militant group. They call themselves the Sons of Prometheus. It looks like they're the ones overriding machines for the Tanakh rebels.
I thought that was something only you could do.
They're familiar with ancient tech, and they're as anti-Karja as it gets.
So, last year we stopped Durval and his cronies from blowing up Meridian in retribution for the Red Raids. And now you're telling me we have another group of Oseram trying to wipe out the Karja with an army of machines and bloodthirsty Tanakh?
Pretty much.
Oh, well, that's just great!
Is there any way you can help me find out who they are? Anything to track them down and stop them?
Yeah, I can send out some messages from Chainscrape. Get in touch with my contacts in the claim, see what I can find out.
I'd appreciate that.
저거는 사이드 퀘스트는 아니고 그 반란군 야영지인가 그쪽 탐색하다가 뭘 발견했는데 이제 프로메테우스 후손들이라고 자손들이라고 하나 후손들이라고 하나 아무튼 그놈들이 뭐 기계를 강제 전환하고 있는 그런 거를 발견해가지고 그거를 지금 에렌드랑 이렇게 상의를 하네요.
It seems like you're getting a hang of this data thing.
Yeah, it's been helpful. When I could make sense of anything. I did find the old ones enjoyed a good brew like the rest of us. Only they let machines serve the stuff in bars. They even let the damn things cut you off before you saw the underside of a table. And that's half the fun. You won't see me letting a robot serve me a pitcher anytime soon.
It sounds like you're getting used to that focus.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak points. I guess that's something. I wish all the other data was as easy to deal with. To be honest, it's hard to understand half of what's on there. And then the other half reminds me, this isn't a fight you can win by just waving a hammer. Which is kind of what I do. But hey, that just means I gotta study harder. Now, make myself useful.
Just give it time. What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormberg plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
boom.
I see someone's been playing Strike.
I'm just trying to get some practice in. Helps take my mind off things.
You should try playing Katalo. It's a Tanakh game. Maybe you'll learn something.
Oh, sure, Tanakh. Sure he won't try and kill me if I win?
Pretty sure. Do I smell ale?
I brought some over from Chain Scrape. With everything that's been going on, I thought we could all use a drink. Besides, there is nothing that brings people together like a good brew.
얘는 맨날 취해 있는 것 같아 좀.
Sister always said.
맨날 한잔한 것 같은데.
You're more than welcome to have some.
Maybe another time.
근무 중에 술 마시지 마.
Anything happen I should know about?
Zoe asked us to help her bring more plants in here. Not for eating, apparently. Yeah, if you ask me, the place is fine as it is. Metal might be plain, but it's sturdy. Nothing wrong with that. Who needs a bunch of vegetation?
I should get going.
Say hi to Gaia for me.
그리고 좀 다른 친구들한테 대화를 하기 전에 강화 좀 더 할 수 있는 거 하겠습니다. 강화를 뭘 할 거냐면 끼고 있는 것 중에서 쓸만한 것들. 이게 어차피 보라색이랑 전설 무기랑 강화할 때 필요한 소재 자체가 다르더라고요. 아예 거의 뭐 아예 다르다고 봐도 돼서 굳이 재료를 그렇게까지 아낄 필요는 없을 것 같습니다. 물론 샤드는 조금 아깝긴 하지만 할 수 있는 것까지 할게요. 어차피 하나밖에 안 되네. 하나만 올릴게요. 코어야 뭐 금방 먹으니까. 그리고 안 쓸 것 같긴 한데. 오, 그래도 이건 3강까지 할 수 있네요. 3강. 이건 이제 냉기 스택 쌓는 용도로만 쓸 건데. 그래도 슬롯이 하나 또 열리네. 그다음에 드리블 사냥꾼 활. 이건 2까지는 올릴 수 있겠다. 자, 그러면은 새로 열린 코일에다가 좀 화염 위주로 갈 거니까 화염을 더 쌓거나 뭐 화염이나 더 바르자. 그리고 추구 사냥꾼 활. 이거는 이제 냉기 특화로 할 거니까 이것도 냉기나 하나 더 바르죠. 요렇게. 그 다음에 또 대화할 친구가 걔 누구냐? 테낙스.
I just think she talks a lot. You would too if you knew everything there is to know about
여기가 어디 있는데?
everything.
She can also crank out a whole army if she needs to
이 방들 어딘가에 있는데.
Well, I guess I just
나가는
better stay
데고.
on her good side then.
어디 있지? 원래 이런 데 있지 않았나? 저씨가 어디 간 거야? 여긴가? 아 여기다 여기. 곧 할로.
You busy?
One must never be idle when at war. But there is always time to speak to one's commander.
Oh, that's not really how I see myself.
It is how we see you.
What do you think of this place? It must take some getting used to.
It's an efficient center of operations and an acceptable training facility. Though it could use some more color.
Duly noted.
벽지 좀 꾸며.
Anything interesting happen while I was away?
I found an acceptable place to practice with my blade.
Oh, and where's that?
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are always up for a fight.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to kill you?
That would defeat the purpose of the training.
나 무슨 결투장이라도 있는 줄.
Have you spoken with Erend at all?
I've had little chance to. I did see him bring some ale from out east.
That stuff's as bitter as salve-brush.
You get used to it, eventually. In fact, I wouldn't mind a drink myself.
I'm sure Erend wouldn't mind sharing.
한 잔에 둘이.
What have you been up to?
Varl has asked to learn the differences between my people's clans, so I've been teaching him Tenakth history. It is heavy with blood and death, but also with honorable deeds and vanquished tyrants. Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well, when our mission is done.
I'd be honored. I'll let you get back to your training.
And so will I.
얘랑은 별로 뭐 쌓인 스토리가 없어서. 오케이, 그럼 이제 지하로 한번. 지하는 또 어디로 가더라? 밖으로 나가는 길 아니야 여기? 여기 있다. 배
I
타는.
don't think that door had power before, but
잘 지내니?
looks like it's malfunctioning. Hello. Hey, just wanted to see how you're doing.
I'm fine.
Because the last time we spoke about Tilda, you got pretty upset, so I...
Forget it. Was there anything else?
So, have you been going through more of the recordings for my focus? What about studying Hephaestus? Have you been doing that?
A little. It's quite different from the subordinate function that escaped Gaia Prime 20 years ago.
How so?
It's mutating. Changing its own code. At this rate, we'll never capture it.
We'll find a way.
If you say so.
If you say so.
What else can you tell me about Tilda?
She liked to talk about her paintings.
What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that?
She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many
그럼
questions.
얘기 들었던 건데요,
But I
이건.
think back on
들었던 얘기고. 요것도 아마
You said that Tilda
들은.
reached out to you using a data channel?
it appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent
이것도
blips.
들었던 얘기예요. 네. 다 들었던 얘기 같아 지금.
So this secret virtual space.
이것도 들었고.
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files?
Every time we met, she showed me a new painting.
네덜란드 들었고. 그래요. 다른 사람과 잘 지내?
So have you been upstairs at all?
Not really. Varl sometimes comes down here to talk. He keeps asking if I'm okay. I thought he only wanted to know about my productivity, but it's almost like he actually wants to talk to me.
Yeah, I think he does. Have you talked with anyone else in the base?
I speak with Gaia. She asks me how I'm feeling and my opinion on various topics. I didn't expect that from an AI.
That's all thanks to Elizabeth. She believed Gaia had to care, not just follow her programming orders.
I know. Independent emotional processing enabled the previous version of Gaia to create you, after all.
Yeah. I guess so.
그걸 그렇게 말하네?
So, aside from Varl and Gaia, who else have you been talking to?
Zoe told me how you met after your escape from the Hades Proving Lab. I had no idea you were severely injured. If the Zeniths had killed you, life on Earth would be doomed. My escape would have been for nothing.
But they didn't kill me. And thanks to Varl and Zoe, I was able to recover.
얘가 이렇게 화가 많아.
You said you and Varl talk sometimes. What about?
He told me about your tribe, the Nora, and the proving ritual you did. I told him if I was born into the tribe, I'd never be able to do the proving.
It does require a lot of physical training, but there are plenty of other roles besides being a hunter.
I don't think I'd be suited for any of them.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you're not a Nora then. That's enough for now.
Good.
잘 지내? 옆에 내려가는 데는 뭐지? 이게 뭐지 이거? 이거 뭐야? 어?
Looks like some kind of maintenance space.
오. 어? 어디에요?
This leads.
Power cells?
동력전지? 여기 왜 갑자기 동력전지가 있지? 어? 동력전지 받아라.
That did it.
Aloy? A bunch of lights just turned on up here? Was that you?
Oh. Huh. Yeah, I guess it was.
오.
Pizza?
자, 아무튼 오랜만에 가이아를 만나러 가고 그 전에 드론 탐사 영상 제가 좀 모아놓은 거 있는데 요거 먼저
Okay, data modules in.
지금 4개 빼고는 다 돼 있네요. 4개만 안 돼 있습니다. 지금 뭐 하나 볼까?
I like this one.
마음에 들어?
With the acquisition of Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter, my heuristic processing density has expanded greatly. I should now be able to absorb Hephaestus, and fortunately, We have made progress on a plan to capture it. With Varl's encouragement, Beta analyzed all available information on Hephaestus.
아까는 얘기 안 했잖아.
Its expansion has been rampant. It is too large to be beamcast, and the kernel you have been using could never hold it. Therefore, it must be contained in a location with a direct physical connection to me. A place with 2 data cores.
2 cores. Where would we find a place like that?
Gemini.
An abandoned cauldron in the desert west of here. Seismic activity disrupted the original construction. 2 data cores were built as a result.
I've been there. The Tanakh marked the entrance as some kind of ritual ground. I'll have to bring you there by hand.
I have devised a blueprint for a suitable, albeit unwieldy, transport rig. It will require 2 people to carry it to Gemini.
I can help.
Once I am installed on the first core, I will call down Hephaestus on the other, trapping it. I will then initiate the merge. However, in order to construct the rig, I will need considerable help.
Can you build it? I suppose I could, but it's not gonna work. The Zeniths will find you. Minerva won't be able to conceal your location.
That is correct. Absorbing Hephaestus will create a significant power surge, easily detected by anyone capable of noticing.
But what if there were multiple power surges? To fake out the Zeniths? If Erend, Zoe, and Katalo spread out to the other cauldrons and create their own surges, would those conceal the one at Gemini?
Analyzing. Such a tactic might be effective. With Beta's help, we should be able to build a set of handheld pulse generators.
마음에 안 드는 것
Told
같은데.
you it's not gonna work. I did a test. Hephaestus has written alpha clearance out of its access module. You'll never be able to capture it. Then we need a higher level of clearance. There is no higher... Ted Pharaoh's Omega clearance. The one he used to purge the Apollo database and kill the Alphas. But to get it, you would have to find Thebes. The private bunker he retreated to when the world ended, and nobody knows where that is, not even the Zeniths. Their only intel was that it was somewhere in San Francisco. That might be all I need. Alva, the Quen diviner I met, said her people had set up a base at landfall. They were searching for data in San Francisco from there. She might be able to help. So I guess I'm headed all the way west. While I'm gone, will you be able to build the rig and the pulse generators? I'll try.
I'll make sure she has what she needs.
끄덕. 가야랑 또 좀 대화를 할까요?
The Quen have a ferry on the coast that they use to get to the ruins of San Francisco. That's where I need to go. I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy. Aloy, what would you like to discuss? I have managed to unlock an additional room near the servers.
Understood.
뭐야, 버그야? 대화가 겹쳐.
Beta's convinced we won't be able to capture Hephaestus. With that attitude, do you really think she'll be able to build the rig and pulse generators?
It may take some coaxing, but with some assistance, I am confident she will.
I don't get her, Gaia. She's so quick to assume we'll fail. She's nothing like what I thought she'd be. I guess it'll be best if she stays here when we go to Gemini. How's Katalo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him. In an effort to remedy this, I have discussed a potential solution with him.
의수 좀 만들어줘,
I
의수.
believe he will want to fill you in on the details.
A solution? I'll check in with him when I can then.
캐스트가 있나?
So there's a few people here now, and they're learning. All about you, the ancient world. Almost like what was supposed to happen before Apollo was purged.
Yes. While the loss of the Apollo database was catastrophic, there is still much that can be gleaned from the data you have uncovered. For instance, Varl has been reviewing the last recorded entries from those who perished during the Pharaoh Plague. Hearing their hopes and fears made him quite somber.
Anything I should be worried about?
I do not believe so. I have elected not to intervene, to allow him to process this on his own terms.
All this data I've picked up in ancient bunkers and ruins. I guess I never really thought that other people would be looking at it.
Based on my observations, your companions engage quite frequently with this material. Erend has asked on numerous occasions about birthday parties. He appears perplexed by the tradition of serving a sweet confection, as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stout ale. He also suggested we host a party for you, as a surprise.
말하면 어떻게 그거
Yeah, no thanks.
깜짝
That
파티인데.
is what I predicted.
Is Katalo getting along with everyone?
Yes, though he prefers to spend most of the time alone. He appears to be collating data on war machine progression and significant battles during the Pharaoh Plague, to aid in the creation of a war map of Operation Enduring Victory. I believe he aims to study the tactics of Old World warfare.
I'd be interested in seeing that.
It appears to be a private pastime for him. He has repeatedly declined my offers to assist his research.
So now that you have Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon, how's the biosphere looking?
In the local region, conditions have improved. Superstorms have subsided, water sources have been purified, and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse for a few additional months.
Well, with luck, soon you'll have Hephaestus. Then you'll be able to fix the biosphere for good, right?
Correct. I will be able to design and produce robotic agents to permanently reverse the environmental damage that has accumulated.
So our plan to capture Hephaestus. Let's go over it again.
대화만 거의 40분째
As
하고
you
있네.
wish. Thanks to Beta's test, we now know that Hephaestus will not respond to your alpha clearance, which is why you will need to procure Ted Pharaoh's Omega clearance.
Right. From his personal bunker, Thebes.
While you are gone, I will assist Beta in building the transport rig and pulse generators. When we get to Gemini, I will need to be installed on one of the facility's cores. The second core is for Hephaestus. Using Omega clearance will allow you to trap it.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite. You will need to manually remove Hephaestus's malicious code before the merge.
How long will that take?
There are calculations I still must run, but I estimate a few hours.
And during that time, the others will create a distraction for us using the pulse generators, right?
Correct. They will each take position at a cauldron door and fire off their device. The energy surge should mask our activities until the merge is complete.
And then we'll have everything we need to defeat the Zeniths. Sounds like a plan. There's something I've been wondering. How could Ted Pharaoh create a clearance level higher than Alpha? Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't interfere with the project.
It is plausible he tasked his own engineers with creating a back door to the Zero Dawn system, without Elizabeth's knowledge. My predecessor did not even know of its existence until he activated it to purge the Apollo database. It is, in effect, a blind spot, one that will allow us to subdue Hephaestus. And fortunately, thanks to Beta's information, We know where Omega clearance may be procured.
Right. Somewhere in San Francisco. The processor Ether was installed on was part of an ancient war museum, a memorial to something called the Hot Zone Crisis. Do you know anything about it?
My knowledge of historical events was unfortunately lost with the Apollo database. However, climate data indicates a peak in regional temperatures in the 2030s. Such conditions would see extreme, prolonged droughts, an increase in dust storms, and a loss of habitable landmass.
But they wouldn't have built a museum in the middle of a wasteland. So I guess things got better eventually.
Yes. Data suggests that temperatures returned to average levels in the clawback era of the 2040s.
There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under a bunch of boulders. Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh Plague, the US military resumed the use of human combatants, as automated machinery was unreliable. It is possible the vehicle was part of a pre-automated war fleet.
So they fought against the Pharaoh machines in the valley, until the mountain was blasted apart and buried them. So the facility where I recovered Demeter used to be a Pharaoh agricultural research facility. It's where they created the biomass conversion system, but also adamantine wreath. Did Elizabeth know they were working on that?
It is likely she was briefed on other efforts to combat the machine swarm, though her focus was devoted only to Zero Dawn.
That makes sense. But they actually got the wreaths to work. If they've been able to deploy it against the Pharaoh Plague in time...
Using the data you recovered on the project, I ran several simulations and have concluded that it would never have worked. In all scenarios, the Pharaoh war machines would eventually hack and deactivate the wreaths before they could contain the swarm.
So Zero Dawn really was the only solution. There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility about agriculture. Do you think it'll help the Quen fix their homeland?
I will run a query. Complete. The data contains information about novel crop production methods, which may be beneficial to the tribe in the long term.
But new crops aren't going to save the world, so I guess it's on us.
It is.
When we were at the facility where we found Beta, there were records that said Far Zenith were researching embryogenesis. I know they traded their ectogenic chambers to Zero Dawn, but why were they researching it in the first place?
At this point, we can only speculate. Perhaps at one time they meant the Odyssey to be a colony ship, necessitating such technology. As their goals evolved over time, so did their areas of research.
So they got more selfish as the risks of staying on Earth kept rising.
재민이에 관해서.
So Gemini has 2 data cores. I've never seen a cauldron like that. But you mentioned something about seismic activity?
When my predecessor attempted to build the cauldron, construction was disrupted by a series of earthquakes. The data core had already been built, but the rest of the facility sustained damage. So, she began again. A second core was built. However, when more tremblers occurred, she abandoned the site.
Lucky for us. Are the quakes still happening?
No, though they did also create instabilities in other facilities in the region.
지진이 계속 생기는 곳이요?
I'll be off.
Farewell, for now.
파로의 지하무덤.
so big the old ones called it the lungs of the
개화있게도
planet?
있니?
That sounds lovely.
I'm sorry, Aloy. After all the trouble you went through, you have to head west again.
Well, no one said this was gonna be easy.
You sure you don't want any backup dealing with the Quen?
They think I'm Sobek, or something like that. They won't hurt me, but I doubt they'll be so kind to anyone else.
If you say so. Let me know if you need anything before you go.
If I get Omega clearance, and then we grab Hephaestus, we might finally have the advantage over the Zeniths.
Can't wait to see their faces as they stare down a bunch of charging Thunderjaws.
Better them than us, for once. You better not be slacking off on your studies while I'm gone.
And risk Zoe coming after me? I value my life. In fact, I've been reading about Ted Faro, how he destroyed the world and crawled into a hole after killing those who saved it.
He definitely was a piece of work. Well, Beta and Gaia built the rig. Can you get everyone ready for the mission ahead?
Of course.
What is it?
Nothing. It's just that everything's about to change. We'll get Gaia, and she'll help us set things right. No more zeniths, no more derangement. It'll be a different world. I welcome it, but I wonder how the Nora will react. And the Karja, and well, everyone.
Let's just focus on fixing Gaia for now.
You're right. We've got an angry AI to take down.
작전만 성공하면은 모든 게 다 바뀌죠.
I'll be in
지구에.
touch if I need anything.
I'll make sure Beta briefs everyone on the pulse generators.
Good.
어쨌든 모든 게 다 생존에 걸려 있는데 그 생존을 가장 위협하는 게 기계들이잖아요. 현재까지는. 근데 그 기계들이 이제 더 이상 적대적이지 않고 지구에 오히려 도움을 주는 쪽으로 바뀐다면은 어떻게 될까? 뭐 이런 거지.
Aloy, I hear you're
그
going further
인간들끼리 더
west
싸우지
towards the
않을까?
Tenakth clanlands.
Do you know anything about the area?
Only hearsay. The Utaru tell stories of an island that lies beyond the western coast. They call it the Isle of Spires. It is said the Old Ones built towers there that touch the sky, so they could live far away from the earth that bore them. As if they didn't want to be reminded that they'd one day return to it.
Sounds like something Ted Faro would do. How much have you read on Ted Faro?
Enough to wonder how a man who worked so hard to heal the world once could let greed and pride condemn it so easily. For one's spirit to diminish in such a way, I'm not sure if I should hate him or pity him.
증오해.
You and Varl doing okay? Training, I mean.
We're doing fine. Although I admit it'd be nice to take a small break from studying, just the two of us. But then who'd look after Erend?
Well, there's always Katalo.
Leave a loud Oseram with a brooding Tenakth. What could go wrong?
What's everyone been up to?
I've been trying to share some of my meals with Beta. Thought it might help her feel more at home. Maybe even get her to sleep up here instead of in that dark basement. She would not be moved.
I appreciate you trying.
Patience reaps the best harvest. I'm not giving up hope yet.
Any progress with your plan for the land gods? Is the reboot code ready?
It is. But there is difficult work ahead. Gaia warned me that because the land gods are linked together in a network, the code must be delivered to all of them. Most are in Plainsong, but in recent years, 3 of them wandered off. So, T, and Do.
We have to find them?
No, we know where they are, but they're hard to reach. So, wandered into a lake and sank. Do ventured into a dangerous canyon, and T broke down amidst a herd of machines.
Okay. Tell you what. You go to Plainsong, handle all the land gods there. I'll take care of So, T, and Do. I'll need their locations, plus the reboot code.
I'm sending the data to you now. My people made shrines near where each land god faltered. When you see them, you'll know you're close. And once again, thanks for your help.
We're not gonna let your people starve, Zo. I promise. Well, I should get going. Hopefully I can bring back what we need to capture Hephaestus. After that, I'm gonna need everyone's help.
We'll be ready.
조 퀘스트를 이어서 할 수 있네요 이제. 그런 거지? 이거를 이어서 할 수 있네 이제. 그리고 우리 세키로 어디 있니?
Plugging in that power cell downstairs must have.
얘와 연관된 사이드 퀘스트가 있나 봅니다. 일단은 갔다 이거 먼저 하고 오죠. 조 퀘스트를 먼저 하고 올게요. 조 퀘스트가 어디 말하는 거야? 협곡의 재단, 호수의 재단, 선홍색 모래의 재단인데 뭐지? 일단은 가자 근처로.
I'm still getting that signal.
Aloy, I hear you're heading to the coast. If you need to resupply en route, I suggest stopping in Falls Edge. It's a lowland clan village southwest of the Grove, in the heart of the jungle.
Got it. Thanks for the advice.
알았어. 일단은 이거부터. 뭐야 한 방 먹어 안 죽어? 아니 이거 있으면 어떡해. 비싼 건데 이거. 비싼 화살이란 말이야.
Aloy, it's Kotalo.
왜?
I've heard that the red scum clogging up the rivers has cleared in much of the lowland clan's territory. But for some reason, the water around the capital, Northmire, remains frozen. Perhaps this is something you could help with.
Yeah, maybe. I'll look into it when I can.
자꾸 나 부려먹으려고.
I guess they were leaving offerings to the land god. That looks like something fried them. Whatever did it might still be around.
소이시도 중에 한 명일 텐데 한 마리 스캐벤저 고철더미. 일단 뭐 딱히 흔적은 없네요. 근데 고철더미가 이쪽에 있는 거 봐서는 왠지 이 근처에 뭐가 있을 것 같은데.
There's the land god.
어디?
I'll have to deal with those machines before I install the reboot code.
랩이죠.
That ought to explode with the plasma arrow.
아닌가? 안 붙나? 안 맞았네? 그냥 부시자. 나 전설 무기 들었다고 이제. 전에 알던 내가 아니야. 왜 이렇게 도망가?
shoot me if it doesn't have a power cell.
샷. 얘는 왜 죽었니? 아, 또 있나 보네? 샷! 약점은 터트리기만 하면은 뭐 아!
I think that's all the machines. Time to install this code on that land god.
약점 터트리기만 하면 쉬운데 레비저가 약점이 안 터져가지고. 아우 많네 여기. 뭐 이렇게 많아. 해피. 뭐가 이렇게 많아?
Uh-oh.
왜?
Stormbird. Must have been what killed those Atari.
무릎 쏴!
I'm not giving up.
어우 그만 좋아. 그만 좋아. 와. 전설 코이 때문에 한 번에 터질 때가 있어요. 가끔씩 빙결 같은 게. 효율이 너무 좋아. 아니, 왜 이렇게 단단하냐. 아, 뭐해 뭐해 뭐해. 거기 왜 붙어있어. 아, 나 정말. 아, 아이. 아, 이거 껍질 때문에 안 맞나? 여기 맞니? 어디였어? 풀렸네. 아니 좀 가만히 있어. 아, 좀 가만히. 산성. 아씨, 어디 있는지 안 보이잖아.
Okay, let's get this code installed on that line god.
이거 어디 있는지 보이지도 않아.
I'll put these in my pack.
파츠 떨어진 건 없나요?
I should install this code on that land god.
어? 나에게 추진기.
Let's try this again. Nice and easy.
오케이, 한 마리 했고.
One down, two to go. Zoe, you there?
I'm here, Aloy.
I found T and installed the reboot code.
Fitting then that I did. T's festival came in winter, when all the grain from the harvest was stored away. It was a season of gratitude, and all the children would receive gifts. The best was my first bow, made of yew, strung by my father.
Well, he definitely taught you how to shoot well.
That he did.
There's one more thing. I found 2 of your people. A Stormbird got them, but I took it down.
Oh. I'll make sure someone retrieves their seed pouches, so they may return to the land. All right then. I'll head to Plainsong and deliver the code to the land gods there.
Sun's getting low.
Sun's getting low. Sun's getting down. 핫. 자, 일단 시간을 아침으로 돌리고요. 밤에 싸우고 싶지 않거든. 보충 좀 하고. 그 다음에 지금 쓰는 이 화살이 지금 제작하는데 이 뭐랄까 요철목이 많이 들어서 나무를 좀 자주 뜯어야 될 것 같아요. 나무를. 나무를 자주 뜯고 다녀야 될 것 같아요. 금방 이게 나무가 떨어져서. 자, 다음에 이제 2개가 남았는데 여기는 뭐 근처에 없네. 걸어가야겠네. 근처에 이게 모닥불이 없어. 발사력 이렇게 이쪽이구나. 뭐 금방 가니까. 콩콩콩.
Things holding up?
여기 또 물속인가 이번엔?
There. One of the land god shrines. So said this one sank in a nearby lake.
호수를 수색해서 땅에 신 소울 찾기.
Somewhere. Time for a swim. You better stay away from that snap maw.
스냅모가 있네. 물에선 이게 전투가 안 돼서 피하는 수밖에 없어.
The land god is underneath that.
저기 있네.
The land god is underneath that river.
쟤만 피하면 되겠다 그러면. 아니면 속 편하게 어깨 밖에서 못 싸우나? 밖으로 유인해서 싸우면은 오히려 편할 텐데요.
So I can install the reboot code.
그냥 잡아버리고 하면은. 뭐야 여기 아니야? 뒤에서 붙어야 돼. 이쪽으로 가야 되나? 와.
This should help me get back on track. That should do it.
백 온라인 됐나요? 뭐야? 된 거야? 된 듯. 하고 그러면 이제 하나만 더 가면 되겠네요. 여기만.
Another land god dealt with. Hey, Zoe.
Aloy, how goes it?
Had to swim a bit, but I gave the reboot code to So.
Ah, good. We used to celebrate so in the fall, at the beginning of the harvest, with wine made from elderflowers. When I was 12, I got tipsy on it and kissed a boy in the sage garden.
How'd that go?
He was so surprised he nearly fell into the mulch. It would be good to see So again, plowing the fields in the afternoon sun.
How are things on your end?
Getting there. A few land gods to visit still.
Okay. I'll call you when I'm done with the last one.
거의 다 했어. 하나 남았어 하나. 잠깐 이거 나무 좀 꺾고. 요철목이 금방 떨어져. 고급 화살을 쓰다 보니까 고급이라.
Start for the stash.
이거 딱 봐도 전투 한번 하겠는데요. 이거는 좀 크게. 거기 막다른 길이야 이 돼지야.
I think I was here.
돼지야.
Let's take a look. There, up on that ledge.
바로 있어? 아, 덩굴
Looks like this one's been here for a while. I won't be able to install the
여기까지 가야
reboot
되는데.
code with these vines in the way. But where there's vines, there's a metal flower. I just have to find it.
여기 있다고.
There, the flower. If I can deactivate it, the land god will be free from the vines.
저쪽으로 가서 그래플로 가야 되나 보다.
Find a way up there.
뭐야? 한 번에 가잖아.
Now I just need to get rid of these vines. That'll do it.
한바탕 할 줄 알았더니만.
That's better. Time to get this code installed. This'll help you get better. That's the last land god. Zoe, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Aloy.
Just planted the reboot code on Doe. He was a bit tangled up, but he's better now.
Good to hear. Doe always returned to the sacred cave at the end of winter, so his festival foretold the coming of spring. During those times, I remember clinging to my mother like a mother, snuggling for warmth, listening to her sing of new beginnings.
Which is exactly what you're going to give to your people.
I hope so. When you can, meet me at Plainsong and we'll send out the reboot signal. I've delivered the code to all the land gods, save one. Only La is left. I'm here with her, just east of the main village.
Okay, I'll get there as soon as I can.
평야의 노래. 어이, 이거 어디야? 금속꽃. 마저 있다는데? 온 김에 이거 나중에 또 하러 오기도 그러니까. 근데 뭐 사실 이런 막힌 길이 별로 이건 클리어하는 게 사실 별로 크게 의미는 없어요. 별로 막힌 길 뚫어봤자 보통은 그냥 뭐 자원 같은 거 주는 정도더라고요. 이건 왜 했냐 나 방금? 뭐야 뭐가 열린 거야 지금? 변한 게 없는데? 뭐 떴으니까 한 거고. 평화의 노래로 가겠습니다. 별로 의미가 없어. 크게. 그냥 저런 거 막 찾아다니면서 먹을 시간에 사실 그냥 그 사냥이라도 한번 더 하는 게 낫지.
Aloy, be on your guard out there, Outlander. I've heard a strange report about a missing soldier from Tide's Reach, a lowland village on the western coast. With the marshals spread thin, there's no one to investigate. Would you consider it?
I'll try to stop by when I'm out that way.
퀘스트를 자꾸 던져주네요.
So's back. Aloy, you made it.
얍.
All of the land gods have been updated. Now to send out the reboot signal. What does this mean? A new beginning. Gaia told me this would happen. To all of them. Do, T, So, and the rest. She called it a reboot sequence. But I didn't think it would be so beautiful.
표정 봐.
Soon the land gods will return to tilling the soil as they once did.
뒤에 할머니 표정 봐.
Zoe, the chorus wants a word.
Of course they do.
Do you want me to come?
No need. I'll just tell them that our lands will soon bloom again. Who are they to argue? Find me later, and I'll tell you how it went.
Good luck.
따라라. 따라 불러 사람들. 그것도 따라 부르네. 아 여기 또 새로운 퀘스트가 생겼네요. 관련된 건가? 아 그리고 스킬 포인트를 좀 찍도록 하겠습니다. 근데 내가 보이트에다가 분명히 넣어놨는데 왜 보이트 기술이 아까 안 나갔지? 내가 보이트에 분명히 넣어놨는데. 연속 사격 산탄 폭발. 연속 사격을 넣어놨는데 아까 연속 사격이 나갔나? 안 나가는 것 같았는데. 아무튼 스킬은 일단 사냥꾼이랑 전사는 다 찍었고요. 생존자 쪽을 찍겠습니다. 이게 그렇게 효율성이 또 좋다는 것 같더라고. 어쨌든 생존력을 키워야 되는 것도 중요하니까. 근데 지금은 뭐 굳이 안 써도 될 것 같아요. 어려울 때 좀 더 어려운 상대가 나오면 그때 뭐 쓰던가 하고, 지금은 뭐 빨리빨리 잡는 게 중요하니까. 뭐야 어딨어요? 에? 뭐야 어딨어? 아니 위에 있잖아. 약 올리는 것도 아니고. 비켜요. 노래소리에 울려 퍼지네. 따라라. 다 왔다. 잭스 코레와 대화하기.
Aloy, I hear you've been making quite the impression on the clan lands. Forcing the commander Takote out of hiding. Defending the grove from Regala.
I didn't do it alone.
The humble words of a true warrior.
Is something wrong?
No. Yes. There's this song I want to play, one of my own making, but it's hopeless. I'm just never going to get the sound right.
What makes you say that?
Back in the Clanlands, the Sky Clan built instruments that cast sound to sky and across the mountains. They use long-leg throats to make them bellow with the sound of metal. It's how they communicate between villages. Combining that sound with the Utarus would create a melody unlike anyone's ever heard before. But I won't be hunting for any longlegs anytime soon.
For now, you should try the Metal Weaver again. They might have some new piece you can use.
Right.
롱레그 잡아달라는 거지?
This song means a lot to him, doesn't it?
It does, which is why I'm getting him that machine part. It'll be a surprise. The Utaru say that's the best way to receive a gift.
Is there a long leg around here?
As it happens, one has been troubling some villages southwest of here. You be doing me and Plainsong a favor by getting rid of it. Interested?
Maybe. Tell me more about this long leg.
It's a particularly nasty one. Looks different too. Tainted like the lands around here used to be.
그냥 롱레그가
It
아닌가
protects a
본데?
group of machines that overran a small outpost southwest of Plainsong. Its call is easy enough to track, but if it spots us, it'll call reinforcements faster than you can draw your bow. Take it out with the rest of those machines though. Plainsong has one less problem to deal with and Corey gets to play his melody. Victory for all.
한 마리만 상대하는 게 아니구나.
I didn't think the Tenakth cared much about gifts.
When I first moved here, I remember some days were more difficult than others. But I came to embrace the life I found here, and I don't see why I can't help Corey do the same.
He's lucky to have you.
그래.
If I make my way down there, I'd like to help.
I appreciate that. I'll head southwest and see if I can pick up a trail.
뭐 그래도 혼자 하는 건 아니네. 심부름이야? 아 심부름이었어? 사이드인 줄 알고 하는 건데. 사이드인 줄 알고 왔는데. 우타루 수학자 요것도 사겠습니다. 수집가거든요. 방금 말 걸었으니까 할까요? 퀘스트는? 이 심부름은 제가 그냥 따로 하는데 기계 속의 음악 요거는 뭐 해주죠 뭐. 네. 해줘까지 거 해줘. 심부름까지 다 방송이나 이렇게 유튜브 같은 데다 올리기에는 좀 너무 많아서 시간이 너무 오래 걸려가지고 그런 거는 제가 그냥 따로 하고 사이드 캐스트나 메인 캐스트 위주로만 좀 하려고 하는데 단순한 심부름은 아닌 것 같아서. 뭐야?
Hunter killer is more powerful than
Aloy, nice of you to join me.
thought you could use the backup.
열일하시네요.
Thank you for the assistance. Let's have a word.
이런 건 먹고 가야지. 아니 너희들은 왜 이런 걸 안 먹고 가? 부자인가 봐. 얘는 이런 거 안 먹고 다녀. 나같이 거지들이나 먹고 다니나 봐 이런 거. 아니, 상자가 널려 있는데 왜 안 먹니 니는? 먹고 살만해?
You okay?
You arrived not a moment too soon, Huntress. I thought I heard a Longlegs call, so I hastened to follow, but I was caught unaware by these machines instead. There it is again.
Let's go find it.
잠깐만 나무 좀 꺾고 갈게. 어디로 가야 돼? 올라가야 되는 거 아니야? 위에 있나 본데?
Sounds like our long legs at the top of that cliff. Oh, looks like we're climbing.
We'll make quick work of it. This reminds me of my early days as a veteran. Always running off to hunt in the wilds. As far away from plain song as possible.
What changed?
I saw my first Utaru students become fighters worthy of any Tanakh clan. I felt useful, like I belonged. And so plain song became home.
I'm sure Corey will find his place too.
I hope so.
Almost there.
거의 다 왔어.
It sounds like that long leg isn't alone up there.
There's our long leg. And the Utaru fell. Might be best to silence it before it can call reinforcements.
Those men will do a lot of damage here.
얘야? 어우 스파이크 스나우트. 나중에 이쪽으로 지나갈 거네. 그냥 잡으면 되는 거죠? 뭐 딱히 자유주의가 있는 것 같지는 않은데. 빨리 가 이쪽으로. 아. 폭발하는 데가 맞네. 산성이 쓸 게 없어. 근데 산성 쓸 만한 게 없어. 잡자 그냥. 안 터져.
Machines incoming.
어잉? 아. 죽어.
Excellent. Now we salvage the part we came for.
됐습니까? 그냥 너무 그냥 찍어 누르네. 장비빨로 찍어 눌러버리네. 어딨음?
Care to show me our prize, Huntress?
잠깐만, 더 없나? 다 먹었니? 다 먹었네요. 잭스.
Many thanks, Aloy. Without you, I might have been in trouble. Why don't you take that piece to Corey for me?
왜? 네가 해.
The villagers felled by these machines need to have their seeds buried properly first.
Are you sure?
Tell Corey I better be the first to hear that song of his when I return.
아씨, 끝까지 심부름 시키네. 끝까지 심부름 시켜. 여긴 뭐지? 기계꽃인가? 뭐예요 여기? 아, 불박. 시끄러. 불박도 아마 다 모으면은 전선무기 하나 주던가 그럴 거예요 아마. 불박이.
Zo, are you there? I'm in Plainsong and it's amazing. It's just like you said, the fields are back in bloom.
And we have you to thank for it. If you hadn't come along, the Utaru would still be starving, under siege by machines.
I'm just glad it worked out.
Yes. First Plainsong. Next, the world.
아무튼 이제 뭐 잘 됐나 봐요. 그 아까 그 리부팅 했던 게 잘 됐나 본데. 아, 얘네 여기 코앞에서 뭐만 던지기를 하냐? 좀 멀리서 하던가. 야, 이거 한 10발자국 되니? 아, 이거 한 10m도 안 되는 거리에서 무슨 원반 던지기를 하고 있어. 코앞인데.
Kore.
Aloy? I thought you had left Plainsong.
Well, I thought about it, but then I'd have to carry this long leg throat all by myself.
You found?
Jax did.
Oh my
That old man.
god. Oh
Can
my
still
god.
hear perfectly fine. So let's hear it.
I'm gonna need some help. Aloy, can you take this to the workbench, please? You won't have to do much, I promise.
아, 내가 만들어 줘야 돼?
You'll see a wide cavity on the instrument. That
코레에 개조된 악기.
piece should fit right in.
Let us see your handiwork.
I think it's good to go.
A song of two peoples indeed.
Thank you, Aloy. My debt to you seems to only grow.
Hearing that was payment enough.
That may be, but you should at least take this. You deserve it.
May the
그치.
wings of the Ten hearten your step.
아이, 무슨 쥐똥만한 거 하나 주고. 별것도 아닌 거 주면서 뭐 생색은? 별것도 아닌 거 주면서 생색은?
Stop, we strike in the hunt and in business.
자, 여기 이제 마무리가 됐고요. 어... 음? 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 아, 장식물. 저건 뭐 나중에 한꺼번에 하고 투기장 한번 갈게요. 투기장 할 건 아니고 투기장 안에 저기 퀘스트가 하나 있어서 심부름은 아니겠지 이건? 왜 죄다 나한테 심부름 시키는 거야. 그리고 또 언세 해가졌어 또.
An honor champion. I'm Nako. Have you been out to the Valley of the Fallen by chance?
Don't think I have. Why? What's there?
My idiot little brother. The valley is a test of endurance and skill from my clan, the Lowlanders. But it's been closed for months. Commander's orders. There have been reports of strange lights off the coast, and the whole area is crawling with deadly machines. But Dax, reckless and bare-armed as he is, went in anyway.
Yeah. The next
Never
time
takes
I'm
no
out,
for an
I'm
answer.
heading to the grove.
Convinced 2 others to go with him, too. They've been missing for days, and now Marshal Ivir has been sent in to bail them out.
Strange lights, deadly machines, and missing soldiers? Sounds like a lot, even for a marshal.
I'd go by myself, if I wasn't stuck on transport duty.
I'll find your brother, if I can. Where is this valley?
Southwest of here, in the depths of lowland territory. Look for the climbing path on the cliffs. It marks the start of the valley. And if you see my brother, knock him on his ass for making me worry.
살아있으면 말이지. 아, 망자의 계곡. 오, 그나마 여기까지 있네. 여기서 시간 좀 보내고 갈게요. 아, 밤에 움직이기 싫어. 밤에 어두워서 보이지가 않아. 게임에서 야맹증이 생길 줄 몰랐어.
Is this easy? Another rebel outpost. I need to take out the leader.
나중에 망자의 계곡 입구. 피난처가 어디요? 아, 그냥 가자.
That must be the entrance to the Valley of the Fallen. Marshal Ivira should be around here somewhere.
참고로 도감은 거의 다 채웠습니다. 아마도 그레이저 다 됐고, 버로워가 좀 많이 남았고, 예, 스크라운저 하나 남았고, 리프레셔 다 됐고, 플라운 하나. 좀 비네? 꽤 비네? 꽤 비네. 뭐야 왜 이렇게 비어? 한 40%는 비는 것 같은데 지금? 생각보다 많이 비네. 한 20% 남았을 거라 생각했는데 생각보다 많이 꼭 채워야 되는 것도 아니긴 한데. 헤이.
Marshal Vera, I heard you were sent to rescue some Tanakh who went into the valley. I'm guessing you must be one of them. Where are the others?
They didn't make it.
I had to fight off several machines just to get Kanala out. The valley was closed months ago for good reason. Machines have gathered in number as if they're drawn there by something. Not to mention the strange glowing lights off the coast.
The valley is cursed. We never should have gone in.
기이한 빛?
You said there are strange lights off the coast.
From an island to the south. They appeared one day out of the blue around the same time the machines moved into the valley. There have also been reports of a streak of light that rises and falls in the sky above the island.
I saw it on the fourth night. A flame that climbed in the sky until it disappeared among the stars.
Is there any way to get to the island?
No. The currents between the island and the shore are too strong. You'd drown for sure.
Lights on an island. I wonder if this has something to do with the zeniths.
Don't know what any of that's about, but maybe?
뭔 내용인지도 모르면서 뭐 그럴지도야.
Vera, you were one of the challengers at the cool route. The one who fired the ballista at the Slitherfang.
And you're the champion who defeated it. Saved the chief's life. Revealed the truth of the visions.
I was just doing what I could to help.
You made quite an impression that day. And despite the carnage, it was the best day of my life. I became a marshal. Bore witness to the vision of unity.
누군지 알아요 얘. 근데 얼굴 분장을 좀 많이 바꿨네.
If the valley's been off
분장이
limits for
많이
months,
바뀌었어.
why did you go in?
We wanted to run the trial.
The valley is a great test for lowland soldiers. Survive for 10 days and nights. Take down any machine that stands in the way.
Dax had a plan. We'd hunt down each machine one by one until we cleared the valley, earned the clan's respect. But we got separated from Iveka after the third day. Then machines cut us off from the way out. By the time Marshal Avira found us, we were wounded and out of supplies. More machines attacked us as we made our escape. Dax was right behind us, but he couldn't run fast enough.
A lot of machines in one place. Sounds bad. I better look into it. See if I can put a stop to it.
Then I'll come with you. Fight by your side.
No. Better let me take a look first. Trust me, it's for the best.
I guess if you insist. Once you're in the valley, head for the Great Falls and the cliff south of the Metal Devil. The machines seem attracted to those sites.
Got it. Thanks.
We'll rest here a while more, then head for the medic in Fall's Edge. Strike true as the 10, Aloy.
그놈의 10.
Something's attracting machines into the valley. Seems like some kind of lure.
뭐해? 뭐해? 아이씨, 점프 한번 시주로 눌렀더니만. 너무 얄짤없다.
A few months without use and this trail's falling apart. Or is this part of the trial?
아니 뭐 하세요? 가끔 보면은 좀 파크로가 좀 정신 나갈 때가 있어요. 좀 정신이 나가 가끔씩 얘가. 보통은 말을 잘 듣는데 가끔 말도 안 되게 떨어지고 그래.
Okay, better follow the trail. I hope this bridge holds up. It is a long way to fall.
뭐야 아무것도 아니야 이거? 등반이 안 되는데 이거구나.
I gotta climb up higher. This really is a trial. Made it. Now to find the waterfall and the cliff south of the Horus. Vera mentioned deadly machines were gathering near there.
일단 모닥불부터.
This'll break my fall. Dead to Nog. That must be Dax. Nako's brother.
여기가 어디야?
Glowing lights. This must be the Zenith base. Looks like they have a shield around the entire place. Of course, they'd make their base on their own private island. But back to the current problem. We've got to check out the areas Vera mentioned. Near the big waterfall and south of that Horus on the ridge.
이 근처네. 제니스 기지 근처네. 스코처?
Waterfall and killer machines as promised. If I'm right, there should be.
뒤에 캐니스터 뭐야? 정화수? 정화수. 걸고 뭘 봐 임마. 뭘 봐 임마. 이리 와. 어딨니? 오. 왜 안 맞아 지뢰를?
Much better. There. Area's clear. Now let's see if there's a lure around here.
지뢰를 안 맞아. 터지나 쏘면? 그렇네. 넌 뭐야? 돼지야.
Ready for anything now?
호근처를 수색해서 유인장치 찾기. 유인장치? 유인장치가 어디 있어요?
Refreshing, I guess.
유인장치가 어디? 위로 올라가 볼까? 저기 있나? 아닐 것 같은데. 이 위에 있을 것 같지는 않은데. 이런 데 있을 것 같지는 않은데. 다 크래플이고. 저건가? 저게 유인장치야?
That's what I thought. But this one looks advanced. Looks Zenith tech. Having to take a closer look. Nice data here.
오케이.
Log. From something called the Genius? Zenith area? Says local vermin exterminated. Was it attracting machines to kill intruders here? Well, at least this lure is shut down now.
오케이. 이제 하나 남은 건 여기. 여기를 찍고 이렇게 갈게요.
Calling gently.
어차피 모닥불 근처만 가면 자동으로 찍히니까. 길이 없네. 오. 오. 저 트레머 저스크인데. 썬더조도 있네. 아니 여기 네. 에바잖아. 에바잖아. 약 올리는 수밖에. 무릎 쏴.
I think I'm in the area Ibira mentioned. There's definitely deadly machines here. If there's a lure nearby, my focus can help me find it.
무릎 쏴. 빗나갔음? 고지대 약 이용하면은 뭐 뭐야? 올라와? 나이스. 이렇게 있으면 아무것도 못하네. 위에서 있으면 아무것도 못하죠. 이번엔 얼었어요. 야, 집중 차는 거 봐라. 집중 진짜 빨리 찬다. 미쳤다. 집중 차는 속도가 미쳤는데? 플라즈마. 여기서 올까? 이번 다시 얼었고. 안 맞네. 얘는 무릎 쏴. 역시 장비빨이 중요하구만. 역시 장비빨이요. 원만 발사기. 야, 이제 내 거다. 이리 와라. 이리 와라. 트레머 터스크인지 뭔지 인데 이리 와라. 이리 오렴. 오. 어? 뭐야, 다 쐈어 벌써? 하나 더 있을 텐데? 아, 저기 있네.
What's next?
여기 있다. 야, 에리 와라. 저게 거슬리더라고 항상. 플라즈마. 방어구 든든하니까 맞을만 하네. 역시 방어구가 좋으니까 맞을만 하네. 맞을만 해.
Okay, I should look around. See if I can find a lure.
내놔. 캐난. 레이더?
Another lure. Better deal with it. Another weird log
Okay.
from Julius. This one mentions a third lure close by.
세 번째 유인 장치
Check it out.
위치.
It looks like I was right. Has
오잉?
he must have left these things here to draw in machines and protect the approach to their base.
장치가 또 있어요. 아. 여기만 찍고 가겠습니다. 그러면 어디야? 여기? 뭔가 싸는데? 아, 여기 마지막 아닌가? 모르겠다. 아마 메인 스토리 마지막이 아마 여기서 집결하는 걸로 아는데 제 기억엔 거기에 있는 모닥불인 것 같아요. 오케이, 일단 여기로 가죠. 그 뭐 썬도조랑 트레머 터스크보다는 낫지 않나 이게?
There's the lure. Have to take out these machines before I can shut it off. Shock ammo.
스파이크 스나웃 둘. 붉은 눈 와쳐. 뒤 더 있었는데. 헤이. 띠용.
I've got the spikes not override working now. Could test it out.
얘네 강전 된다. 그러면 또 싸움 붙이는 게 또 꿀잼이니까 싸워 니네끼리. 잘한다. 이건 내가 잡아줄게. 얘는 내가 잡아줄게. 나이스. 다 잡았나? 너도 갈 시간이야 이제. 아이 뭐 이렇게 똥가루를 뿌려대냐. 똥가루를 왜 이렇게 뿌려대.
Should be able to override the lure now. Gotcha. That should be the last one. And looks like there's a recording here.
Hey, shithead. I got a task for you. The Julius is ready to serve. Shut up and do what you're told. Use the indigenous robots to keep this place clear of local vermin. I'll do it myself, but Gerard says I have to stay focused, so have some fun for the both of us, huh?
Will do, benefactor Visser. You can count on the Julius.
So Eric left a simple AI in charge of the lures.
에릭이 한 거네. 이
Down when I overrode the last one.
쓰레기 같은 놈.
I better get to that wounded Tanox. See if they're okay.
What's an Outlander doing all the way out here?
Clearing the valley? You must be one of the missing Tanox. Everyone thought you were dead.
Nearly. Dax and Kanala. Are they...
Kanala's alive. Marshal Yvira pulled her out.
Speaking of...
Aloy!
Yvira. Couldn't stay away, could you?
And miss my chance to hunt with the champion in the Valley of the Fallen? Never.
다
And I
잡았는데
see you found
아니구나.
Now this looks like a fight.
네가 몰고 왔지.
You with me, Marshal? My blade is yours!
아 얘네 산성. 잠깐. 산성이랑 플라즈마도 있구나. 아.
Blood of the Ten! We get to kill these things? Where are they?
아 뭐해? 아이 비켜봐. 왜 안 나가요? 여기 연속 사격 어떻게 하는 거야? 왜 안 나가? 이제 나가네. 용기도 안 써도 돼. 용기 쓸 필요도 없어. 이씨.
We did it! That was amazing! I'll go check on Yveka.
네가 끌고 왔지 이거.
I think I took care of all the lures. I should let her hear now.
근데 무기도 무기인데 아이 코일이 말이 안 되게 좋아 진짜로. 코일이 사기야 사기. 지금 여기다가 코일 박은 게 즉시 폭발 확률 2%, 즉시 부식 확률 4%, 즉시 냉각 확률 3%, 즉시 폴라즈마 즉시 폭발 확률 4% 이렇게 박았거든요. 근데 이게 다 독립적으로 그거기 때문에 단순 합산만 해도 13%? 13% 확률로 터져요. 뭐라도 단순히 그냥 계산하면. 정확하게 어떻게 계산식이 작용되는지 모르겠지만 상태 이상이 미쳤습니다. 지금 코일이 너무 좋아. 무기가 좋은 거 둘째치고.
She needs a medic, but she'll live. Thanks to you. Gotta say, every time we meet is the best day ever for fighting. That battle was something else. And those weird machines. Do you think there'll be more?
No. I figured out what was causing the machines to gather in the valley, and put a stop to it.
Oh, good news for the clan then.
You don't want to fight more of those things, Evira. They're not like other machines. The masters they answer to see people as inconveniences. They'd kill anyone without a second thought. And eventually I'll have to deal with them.
The lights offshore. Is that from them?
Yeah. It's a kind of shield to protect the island. The machines drawn to this valley were meant to kill anyone who got close.
Meaningless slaughter. But definitely something for a champion, not a marshal. Here, take this then. It might help with what lies ahead.
Thank you. The valley should be safe enough for a while. But you have to tell the rest of the Tenakth to stay as far away from that island as possible.
By the champion's word. I hope our paths cross again, Aloy.
다시 안 만나는 게 좋을 거야. 하늘의 이격의 보이트 발사기. 하늘의 이격의 보이트 발사기. 근데 전설급 보이트 발사기가 있어서 뭐 굳이 쓸 필요가 있을까 싶긴 하네. 뭐 의상도 먹었던 게 우타르 수학자. 어디였죠? 생존자가 아니라 침투자였나? 파워샷 말고 이중 사격이 이중 사격을 하나 찍겠습니다. 이렇게 파워샷이 필요한 데가 있고 아닌 데가 있어서 무릎 사격, 무릎 사격이 필요한 데가 있고 아니면 저렇게 이중 사격으로 하는 게 나은 데가 있어서 이것도 뭐 찍어놓을까? 어차피 뭐 다 찍어야 돼요. 결국엔 필요한 건 다 찍었기 때문에 거의. 그래서 이거를 무릎 사격 말고 이중 사격으로 일단 돌려놓을게요. 오케이, 그러면은 이제 퀘스트 여기는 마쳤고요. 이게 아마 어디서 시작됐지? 투기장부터 시작된 퀘스트죠. 이건 뭐야? 반란 전축이지. 일단 지금 뭐가 활성화 돼 있어요? 8호의 지하 무덤, 폭포 끝으로 이동하기, 알바 찾기. 여기는 근데 왜 가는 거야?
This must be Fall's Edge. Katala said I could resupply here, then head for the Quen Ferry.
Walk tall,
아, 여기서 보급품을 충전하고 가라고? 굳이? 굳이? 뭐 충전하라고?
Okay, the Falls Edge behind me. Just gotta head west until I reach the coast.
여기부터 이렇게 가라는 건가? 추천 루트 말하는 거니 지금? 추천 루트? 그런가 보네. 아, 여기는 굳이 안 와도 됐네요. 그러면 딱히 올 필요가 없던 곳이네. 탐험가 트리캐스터. 일단 일거리로 테낙스 기계병. 제가 수집가니까 살게요. 수집하는 의미에서. 그 다음에 탄약 제작 좀 하고. 보충하고. 어디 있어? 아웃랜더. 저기까지 가야 되는데. 가는 길에 차라리 이걸 할까? 어차피 여기까지 왔네. 탈라나 만나기를 하도록 하죠. 탈라나 퀘스트. 꽥꽥. 드론 저건 아마 이건 제가 했던 거고. 일단은 요번 에피소드는 여기서 마치도록 하겠습니다. 다음 에피소드에 탈라나 퀘스트부터 이어서 한번 하도록 할게요.